Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Little update on the Bud Light situation here. I guess we could call it the Budweiser situation. Bud Light, Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch, the same damn thing. Well, they've obviously initiated a massive comeback campaign to hopefully undo at least some of the damage that they've inflicted upon themselves. We've been covering it for the last couple of months. Their strategy, instead of apologizing, is to simply all of a sudden pretend that they're patriotic. America. Oh, did we cross the line and alienate our core audience? We're sorry.
We're sorry. We're sorry. Sorry.
Here's a military Bud Light Budweiser promo. Bud Light is a proud supporter of military veterans. Yeah, of course I support the cause, but obviously this is some cheap virtue signaling scam. We spoke about the whole folds of honor thing not too long ago. I'm sure you guys remember this clip from Fox News.
We've got awesome new product here coming out, so people literally can crack a cold Budweiser, a Bud Light, and celebrate their freedoms, but also provide educational scholarships to the military and first responder families who have sacrificed so much for the freedoms that we enjoy. And that's a great, easy way to say I love my country, is crack a cold Budweiser and support a military or first responder family.
Well, as much as I might support the cause, I don't support the company, and the cause is meant to drive traffic and profits to Anheuser-Busch and Bud Light. That I simply can't get behind. And well, it seems I'm not the only one. It seems like nobody's falling for this cheap tactic. All Anheuser-Busch had to do was apologize and change the relevant members, but instead they chose this dishonest tactic, and boy oh boy is it failing in the most spectacular fashion possible. Budweiser, Bud Light / Folds of Honor recently hosted an event at Sturgis 2023, and trust me when I tell you, it was a complete ghost town. A massive outdoor event with thousands of people occupying venues everywhere, except for one little corner, the Bud Light corner. The embarrassment continues, folks. The collapse continues. We've got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, here's the clip that's taking over the internet. Multiple people posting it with millions upon millions of views. This Bud's for you.
Here we are, Sturgis, Bud Light tent midweek. Any improvement? That's what we hope. Folds of Honor is here. The Bud Light tent, we're hoping business picks up a little bit, but guys, midweek, oh my goodness. Wow. Guys, are we seeing any uptick in business here? A little bit, okay. Okay. All right, we're seeing, hey, let's keep it positive, right? Let's keep it positive. Maybe by the end of the week. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing what you're doing. We appreciate the hardworking employees. We covered this early on in the week, guys. Take a look. Sturgis is absolutely jam-packed. The Harley tent is packed. The BMW tent is packed, but Budweiser having a tough go. Having a tough go. There must be a whole lot of beer left over in there. I don't know what to say, but might be too soon.
Now, the Budweiser t-shirt table really tells the whole story. Look at this man's face. You can tell that he knows. You know, and he knows. Not to mention, you might not have caught it. It was a little bit subtle, but the second guy who was hosting that booth, immediately as the camera was about to be pointed at him, he turned his back to the camera, made sure not to be caught, walked around the corner, kept his face hidden, and got as far away from the camera as possible. These guys, it's not just us folks, the people working the jobs, the people who are working with this military veteran charity, they know how bad it is, and they know how embarrassing it is. And of course, again, if you read the comments section, left-wing supporters of Bud Light are trying to guilt trip you as if it's your fault that their charity is struggling, but of course I don't think the people working here blame you. It's not your fault. Everyone involved knows that it's Anheuser-Busch's fault. Just like we've covered with the various distributors across the nation, they don't blame the audience. They blame Anheuser-Busch's botched response, which, by the way, how many months has it been? Maybe 4 and counting. They have still yet to do the right thing. Does it suck that this charity foundation isn't achieving its goals? It does, of course. Does it suck that some employees who are connected to these organizations or connected to Anheuser-Busch are going through a little bit of a rough time at this point? Of course it sucks, but it doesn't change anything. What Bud Light and their leftoid supporters are trying to do is use that as an emotional cudgel in a way to make you feel guilty, to try to emotionally manipulate you into supporting this brand. Not gonna happen. Any brand that crosses the line will be treated accordingly, guilt tripping or not. And folks, it seems like there might be a new target. I don't know if there's much more that we could do with Bud Light. I mean, the damage has been done. New consumer habits have been made. Pretty much leave that where it's at. I don't know if we're convincing any more people to drop the brand. Those who have left are gone, never coming back. It's done, it's settled. Now it's probably time to focus on another company to continue sending shockwaves through the corporate world that not only is targeting children with inappropriate adult topics totally unacceptable, but open racial discrimination against white people also equally as unacceptable. Bud Light 2.0. We got a Bud Light 2.0 situation. Time to Bud Light Best Buy. Best Buy faces blowback for leadership training program that excludes white applicants. James's O'Keefe Media Group released this tweet. Discrimination. A citizen journalist has revealed Best Buy is partnering with McKinsey & Company on a management training program. The program is not open to white applicants. Candidates must meet the racial requirements below. Whites need not apply. Candidates for these programs must meet the requirements below. Additional consideration will be given to those who have active development plans. Currently working in an exempt salaried role. Have worked more than 1 year in a current role at Best Buy. Identify as Black, Latino, Hispanic, Asian, or Pacific Islander. I mean, it literally states no whites. White people aren't allowed for this leadership academy. I mean, come on. Best Buy's already feeling the heat. Best Buy CEO forced to protect tweets as Bud Light's social media backlash boils over. And once again, with good reason. Are we supposed to feel bad for not supporting a company that's openly racist and discriminatory against a huge portion of the population? I don't think so. I think it's simply the right thing to do. The Bud Light boycott was simply the right thing to do. And in this instance, it's the exact same situation. Companies want to go woke? Go for it. Do your best, do your worst, whatever it is. Do what you gotta do. Us on the consumer end, we're gonna do what we gotta do. We're gonna buy products that simply align with our basic ethics. It's not to say that we can't be tolerant in certain instances, but when it goes too far, at some point the frustration mounts and a total consumer boycott becomes justified. And in these instances, these companies and all of their employees have no one to blame but themselves. We know it, and they know it. You saw it on the employee's face today. One of them, running away from the camera, does not want to be associated with anything Bud Light, Anheuser-Busch, Budweiser related. And the other employee, clearly uncomfortable. Clearly he knows. To be caught with a Bud Light in the summer of 2023 is to be caught in public with your frickin' pants down. And even the employees feel it. Anyways, that's the update on how it's going for Bud Light. A frickin' ghost town. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe to the channel. You know that we'd love to have you here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.